date. I'm just telling you, anytime you talk about Deontay Wilder, like it's like running a cat video and having women watch it. I mean, it's literally to boxing. Deontay Wilder's craziness draws people.
In the first fight, Lee, plus 185. Oh, that would have been juicy. Damn. I don't know what they are right now. They're saying on 1/3 for odds check.
I'm going to check 2 different hotels while I'm in Vegas this week.
It's not in Vegas. I already checked Vegas.
Yeah.
When you go to vegasinsider.com, they will give you... Did I just name your website?
No. You did not.
Okay. When you go to vegasinsider.com, then they have all of the casinos' lines. You can see them. You can't bet on them.
Same thing as OddsShark. They don't have it on our OddsShark at all.
Yeah, there is no line for this fight.
Yep.
You gotta go to the internet. You got to go to the internet, and that right there tells me that the internet is saying Luis Ortiz is getting heavier bets than Wilder, and that's not good for Deontay. It's good for the boxing world, Lee. They're both undefeated. Can you imagine if this is like the first Cuban that is actually going to make a big splash in this sport?
God, I hope he knocks him out. God, I hope he knocks him out.
He'll be 25-0-22.
Please, I'll say this. If Luis Ortiz knocks out Deontay Wilder, we will do the show clean forever. I will become the nicest. Like, it will be a G-rated show.
Out, bro. Better watch out.
It'll become a G-rated show. God, do you hear me? Everybody else uses God. I'm plugging God in. God. We'll talk about God more on the show. I promise.
Throw a shout out to God on Facebook. He'll get it.
Shout out to God. Shout out at God.
You're so stupid. We're going to hell, Lee. We're going to hell.
I'm going to hell for a lot of my activities. That'll do it for this week's Fight Net Radio. Where else can you get 31 compelling minutes of talk about Deontay Wilder? The most anticipated fight of his career. Trust me when I say this. He is literally the most interesting person to me ever.
It sets it off if he knocks it. What if his windmill knocks out Luis Ortiz? Seriously,
we're never going to hear the end of it. We will never hear the end of it. Ever.
Bomb squad
ever. We'll never, ever. And, like, it will be like he knocked out Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Anthony Joshua's next. He's just a bodybuilder. Okay, sign the fight, asshole. You shouldn't even care what kind of money they give you because you'll have all the belts. You'll make so much money based on your prediction that you should take whatever they offer you. I don't even care if it's a shit sum of money. Like, they can offer you $1. That's what I would say the minute I beat Luis Ortiz. I'm putting it out there. I only want $1 to fight Anthony
Lee,
Joshua.
One more thing. Rumor is Vasily Lomachenko versus Jorge Linares announced this week, bro. For May.
That's good. That's a good fight.
Oh, that's an insane fight. That's everything we've been asking for Lomachenko. And that's why, if this fight is announced, this is why Miguel Berchelt got thrown to the side. The Linares versus Lomachenko worldwide is a way bigger fight than Miguel Berchelt. If this fight's announced, Miguel Berchelt just needs to keep winning. He'll get his turn at some point. But hugely, that is rumored right now that fight is almost done.
There you go. That will do it for this week. Please visit LasVegasDiscount.net. Save money on your next trip to Vegas. You know, Andrew, I'm going to Vegas for Valentine's Day. And I booked it all through LasVegasDiscount.net.
Very good. Oh, that's what it's called. Las Vegas Discount.
Yeah, but it's actually Vegas.com. It's just our link to Vegas.com. Type in LasVegasDiscount.net. It's the really annoying commercial that you hear at the beginning of the show that's stuck in your head. If you listen to the show enough, you guys already have that jingle stuck in your head. I paid a lot of money for that ridiculous jingle to be stuck in your head. And it is a ridiculous jingle. Anything else you'd like to add this week?
No, I'll probably remember as soon as we hang up.
There you go.
I don't take a lot of notes today.
What's your takeaway from this week, Andrew? Oh, we have next week. There's real fights next week.
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk about Rios.
Oh, hey, I seen your post. What's up with that, Lee? Did I not? Hey, everyone.
Am I not a hater or what?
We called it the week before, bro.
Yeah, I called it. I called it all the way.
This
For those of you who don't know, go to FightNet Radio. All you got to do is type in FightNet Radio. Take you to our Facebook page. Scroll down. I got a 20% discount offer from Access, like the people who actually like the ticket master for Vegas. I guess is basically the way to call it, for 20% discount on seats for the fight next week, which to me is mind-boggling that 2 weeks out they're offering 20% discounts for quote-unquote amazing Mandalay Bay fight that I need to be excited about, which I'm really not. It's Danny Garcia versus Brandon Rios. It's at the Mandalay Bay. The undercard is Benavidez versus Gavril in a rematch. The rest of the card plays out Robinson versus Ugas for the IBF welterweight eliminator. Lionel Thompson versus Edwin Rodriguez, light heavyweights. Ladarius Miller versus Argenius Mendez, 10-round lightweights. Andres Cortez versus Tubba. Ava Knight versus Tubba. And Brian Gallegos versus Tubba. Plus, they're stacking it with two other fights, Joe Spencer and Jonathan Esquivel. It's great. You got like a full day of boxing there. It's literally, I think I put the discount code even so that you could save 20% if you plan to go to Vegas and see the fight. But I expect to get another one this week telling me tickets are 50% off. I mean, I'm not being shitty about it. That's just the way it is. Nobody's buying seats to this.
I have no idea why they brought that fight to Mandalay Bay.
Why Mandalay Bay?
I don't know.
Of all the hotels, right?
They're not sellers. None of those guys are ticket sellers. Both of them are not from Las Vegas. Yeah, it's a hard sell, and you proved it by showing that they already got discounted tickets. This is a big week. We'll see if this fight actually takes place by Friday.
You think they're going to pull the plug on it before it gets out of control?
Both of these guys do not have a significant name where they would need to run it if they're not going to make a profit off of it. You understand what I'm saying by that?
No, I'm with you.
It's one of those fights that everyone would forget about on Monday if they didn't even go through with it. It's not like people would go to their water cooler and go, hey, what the hell happened to Garcia versus Rios Saturday? No.
I'm literally shocked that like the $50 seats are lower bowl. Like you can sit.
Are you serious? That's
the 100 section. You can sit in the 100 section for $50.
Wow.
The side seats, the really good side seats.
Lee, is that with the discount or is that without the discount?
No, they're PL6. Where can I sit for PL6? Yeah, they're going to put you in the lower bowl. That's ridiculous. Let me see if I buy two $50 seats where they put me right now. Let's see. $50, I'd be sitting in section 112. I'm not even shitting anybody. Section 112, row T, seats 8 and 9 for $50 a piece.
Hey, Willie's going to be ringside on that night.
By the way, those are the
Will
exact
right
seats that the media usually get. You know how they do the overflow boxing like in those corners? Yeah, that's basically where these seats are.
I'm going to call Willie right now. I bet you he's ringside for that one.
$50 seats.
You don't put Mr. Jimenez in the lower bowl, Lee. He will get ringside.
Oh no, he's going to be ringside. Yeah, no doubt about it. He'll weasel his way all the way up.
I've seen him many times pull that shit off. I was like,
there are lots of $500 seats for anybody who's interested. They've only managed to sell out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections. Everything else is available.
Well, that's good. At least
six sections are sold out. But primetime real estate, like anything along the sidewalls, is available. What do I get if I spend $100? How good are my seats if I spend $100? Let's say that I was ball in and spending $100. Section 113, row J, which puts me almost all the way to the floor, seats 13 and 14.
Are you looking at a map?
Yeah, I am. It's
that close, huh?
It's really ridiculous. Okay, we're 1 week away from the fight. Let's try one more thing. Let's say that I'm really balling, Andrew. I'm going to spend $500, which is the top level seat. I'm going to get two $500 seats. Where do I get to sit? Floor, row section 3, They're off to the side. They're awful. Row H, seat 7 and 8. You want me to pay $500 to sit on the floor back in the corner? Like, that's crazy. Yeah, why would I do that?
Maybe the casinos bought the lower bowl already?
The ones that are blacked out are clearly the ones that were bought out by the casino. But I would rather sit up a little bit on one of the risers in the 100.
And then you got to think scalpers too, huh?
Oh my God, this is ridiculous, dude. This is literally go on SeatGeek at the last minute and get yourself a $20 ticket.
It's a positive sign, Lee, that they got six sections sold out. I do like to hear that. So maybe the fight does go off.
6 out of the possible 30 sections available.
I got Danny Garcia by a third-round knockout if the bell does ring.
This is so ridiculous. Yeah. And Danny's going to say that he's Muhammad Ali after he beats Brandon Rios. I'm the greatest of all time. I'm better than Muhammad Ali. Yeah, they're starting to mix up their scripts at the PBC.
Hey, something tells me that when you lose your O in the PBC, it's
you
like
must go. You got to go.
Whether you're done.
Your O, you go.
Yeah, exactly. Right. They're all these guys are trying to gun to be the next Floyd. That's what their whole model is. You stick to pissing people off. We'll put you in with the opponents that we want to see you fight, and we'll make you $1 billion at the end of your career. That's their model. I think when you lose, it's like,
you're done,
loser.
Right?
Yeah, you ain't through.
Oh, and trust me when I say this, Deontay Wilder, if you're listening, because I have a feeling you do, based on the comments we've seen from the few irate Deontay Wilder fans who must be Deontay Wilder to be that upset about our comments. When your O goes, the PBC will drop you so fast, it'll be ridiculous.
I'm going to just say this is his big fight. This is his moment. I don't want to give up on the guy yet, Lee.
I do.
I know he has major flaws.
He's a bad man.
He's got great power. We got to give him that. The windmill punching works for him. So,
oh my God, he's comparing himself to Muhammad Ali, dude. Dude, he's comparing himself to Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, and I don't even agree with him saying that everybody hated Muhammad. That wasn't the case at all.
No, white people hated Muhammad Ali because he was an activist.
Some did.
It was the era. Look, dumbass white people.
That's why I was going to say some white people liked him in that era. Yes. I mean, there's two sides to it. So, yeah, I don't think Floyd, Muhammad Ali's relationship with the people that didn't like him were totally different than Deontay Wilder's. You know what I mean? Deontay is just a jackass. Muhammad Ali's relationship was totally political. Big difference there.
That'll do it for this week. You guys are all up to date. We appreciate all of you listening. We will be back with
Lee.
Yo.
Groves versus Eubank. The World Series Super Middleweight Tournament, I think, is on Saturday.
Okay.
Everyone tune into that. Stream that one also. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a little more worthwhile than Brandon Rios versus Danny Garcia. That's not going to have anybody at the... Like, I almost want to go on Saturday. This is like one of those fights because my fiance is like, how come you never take me to a fight? I said, because they only give me one press credential and I don't ever ask for more. I'm not one of those guys. Back when I had an entourage, I took the whole entourage, but when I had a radio gig.
David Benavidez might be worth it if you're in town. And the tickets are $20. David Benavidez versus Gilberto Ramirez might be...
Hey, look, for $50, you go in the afternoon and watch... You can literally move all the way down and watch boxing all afternoon. It doesn't really matter. Like, I go to watch the fights. I'm going to get a couple of knockouts if I watch the entire card. Which, for a non-boxing fan, you and I both know this. Nobody's showing up till HBO goes on the air, right? Or, I'm sorry, Showtime goes on the air. So until that point, it's like... I'm a mover. I'll move all the way down and get myself some primetime seats at the 50-yard line. But I digress. Anything else you want to add?
That's it.
Are you sure?
Yep.
All right, everybody.
We went a long time today.
We went a long time today. He's already got kids knocking at the door, claiming they've never been fed in their entire life, Daddy. Football season's over. Go barbecue something.
Yep, that's what I did last night.
There you
Tri-tip. What do we have? Tri-tip ribs
What was it
Link,
marinated
dogs.